Okay, for step number 2, you'll need to be out in the habitat that you are studying, and you should have chosen the microhabitat that you're studying. I'm just going to do it on my very, very dry lawn. I just moved into this flat and the grass needs a lot of love to come back to life. But you can choose whichever area you think in your garden is most, or in the park that's most interesting. You might want to choose a flower bed or something like that. To do this step, you will need 4 pencils or small sticks. You'll need your string, a tape measure, and then a box or a book that you can check your corners. Check that your corners are right-angled corners. So the first thing I'm going to do is tie a knot in my 4 meters, or tie my string, the 2 ends of my string together. That's why we had that extra 10 centimeters, just to give space for that. So make sure it's really nice and tight. It's a bit tricky to do. And when you've got that, you'll see you've kind of got a big loop, big wiggly woggly loop, which is going to become your square. This is obviously not a square at the moment. It's a sort of unknown wiggly shape. So you can sort of map out your square now on the floor, just to try to get a feel for the area that you are creating. Oh, I've just found a worm. That would be interesting. I wonder if that will be inside my Quadrat. Okay, so once you've sort of mapped it out loosely, so it looks kind of like a square, you can stick a pencil in one of the corners. So that's your first corner, first pencil. Shove it in the ground and make sure that the piece of string can hook onto it like that. Now you're going to need your tape measure, because you are going to measure 1 meter from that pencil to tell you where to put in the second pencil. Each side of our square needs to be 1 meter long. I'm just going to click my tape measure into place at the 1 meter. So from that pencil, I need to stick it in to here. Good. Now that means I can loop the next bit, this bit of string, around this pencil. Can't quite see it, but I've just done the same thing as I did over there. Now we're going to go for the 3rd and 4th pencils. I'm just going to pull out my square. Now you probably don't need to measure all of the sides. I am going to measure the side at the bottom, just to make sure I've pulled that out to around 1 meter. Yep, that's about 1 meter, so I'm going to stick my pencil in at the 3rd corner and then the 4th corner. And now I'm finally going to use the box that I have, just to check that my corners are right angles. And they will just fit, the box will fit in neatly if it's a right angled corner, and it does on this one, and this one, this one, and this one. And I will just show you my Quadrat from up top, because you probably can't see it very well. And that is my sample area I will be studying over the next couple of weeks. Now, as I said, you may want to do yours in a flower bed. And I had a really good question, which was, does it need to be exactly a square if we use this piece of string kind of as a loop and fit it around whatever area you want to study? And I think that's absolutely fine. It does not need to be exactly a square if it doesn't fit on the area you're studying. Okay.